taking a drink of water. Hey everybody, welcome back to what is the final episode of Oh wait, no, it isn't, because someone wasn't counting their eggs.
So Derek, are you trying to insinuate that I fell into the exact same thing that I fell into for Spyro 1?
Yes. Hey, wait a minute. How did you get here?
He's been here.
I thought he was captured.
No, he got released. He's on bail. He's
parole.
Fine. Yeah, he's on parole.
No, okay. So, if I'm gonna get blown out in quite literally every ranked Siege episode, because, by the way, well, that'll be done by the time this airs, I got blown out. The only one I did well in is the first one. I got blown out
true?
on every...
Is that true?
Yes.
Really?
The first one was Theme Park.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We got super lucky. Well, we didn't get lucky. We played our minds out on Theme Park.
Yep, and then I got blown out on quite literally every other map. I do something, but I get blown out.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
that rank series, that might be the best I've ever played for like a session. That's probably the best I've ever played.
Best I ever played was Friday.
I already told Derek this, and I won't spoil what rank we get, but I told Derek, I was like, I really feel like I played higher than the rank I got.
Yeah, but it was win-loss. Hey, don't worry, we're gonna get to do another. We're gonna get to do another a series of that in a few weeks.
Yeah, we are. When are we gonna wait? Like 2 weeks after the grand release?
Absolutely. I say after CTR.
I'd do it after. Okay, that sounds good.
Ah, gosh, because I dread that one. That next to that. Ooh, well, it's because that's. I mean, I can play bomb. I'm good. You'll actually see me not suck for once. You'll get to see me do my Monty, but you'll get to see me do my Monty for about 10 episodes.
Yeah, Derek's Monty is legit, by the way. It just is. It's very good.
Oh, look at Shayla.
Oh, Shayla. Also, Crash Bandicoot reference.
Oh, yep. I see it. I clapped when I saw it.
I clapped when I saw that reference. I stood up. I'm Captain America. I got that reference.
Oh, did you never see the what the director said about Ready Player One?
Yeah, you're supposed to stand up and you understand a reference. Supposed to stand up and clap when you get a reference, which for me was practically all of them.
When I saw it.
That Red Letter Media bit making fun of that is amazing.
Here's my thing. When I watched that movie, I knew almost every single reference that popped up. So if I followed that,
new ground.
Whoa. Okay. Ouch.
I find it really funny at this point. Red Letter Media just taking it to trolling Star Wars fanboys. Oh, I have a story. Have you seen the guy having a complete meltdown on the Star Wars podcast?
No, and you told me about that yesterday, I think, and I have to see it. I need to see it.
Oh my gosh,
We'll watch it in between this session.
I'll just link you because they taken it down, but Red Letter Media made a video laughing about it. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. For context, a guy on what's called the Jedi Council podcast, which is basically just a Star Wars shill thing. He got mad because, Galaxy's Edge is starting, which is like the new expansion to Disney World or something.
It's the newest expansion to Disney World, and it's all Star Wars themed.
Yep. And this guy who runs the podcast, he didn't get invited, so he threw a baby fit and said he's not going to cover it. And the producer came in and was like, "Yes, you are." And they got into a big argument. It was hilarious.
No, I ain't get invited. I'm not doing it.
Well, it's not that he didn't get invited. It's 2 other people for the network got invited and he didn't. And he was crying about it basically on. Oh, it's so funny.
Wait, must I go? There we go.
It's hilarious.
I love Star Wars. I absolutely love Star Wars. I don't like the direction that Last Jedi took. I'm fine with Rogue One. I'm even fine with Solo. I thought Solo was fine. The people who were bashing it and saying it was a terrible film and it didn't deserve to be made. No, I thought that for everything that film went through in production, I thought it turned out pretty well, honestly.
You mean where they reshot 80% of the movie?
Yeah, they had to hire like 3 different writers. They had to reshoot almost the whole film.
When they reshot the movie, they should have removed 1337.
The droid.
The worst part of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was okay. She was annoying, but I thought the film was okay. I don't think it deserved all the hate.
Flipped when Maul popped up, and I'm like, yeah, if they did something with this, it'd actually matter.
I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that.
I can tell you what they're going to do with that. Nothing. Because we already know what the next Star Wars trilogy is. It's a Knights of the Old Republic trilogy. And it's being written by the guys who wrote Game of Thrones.
Oh, great. Okay, I haven't played this level either.
You remember that salt from Last Jedi and the salt from I'm making the salt shaker thing with my hand. Do you remember the salt from the end of Game of Thrones and the salt from Last Jedi? Guess what? Throw them all in the broth. You got the salt mines opening, baby.
Is it worse than Overwatch? Is the salt
Define what you mean by that.
Is the salt going to be superior to Overwatch salt?
Oh, dude, it's Star Wars fanboys. Of course it is. What are you talking about? Is it going to be worse than...
Yo, throw me a rock.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Get it in my mouth. Get it in my mouth.
Overwatch 2 might be getting announced.
Dude, I don't freaking care about that.
I don't think anybody cares about that. I think Blizzard has done more damage to themselves than anything. Remember, the 3 Bs of... the Holy Trinity of gaming. BioWare, Bethesda, and Blizzard. I synced that with your head bashes, because that's how they make me feel right now.
Yeah.
Like bashing my head into a wall.
I got a skill point for swimming into that tunnel. Yay me.
Like, let's see. What did BioWare do? Oh, right. Anthem. How'd that turn out?
Was that them? Was that really them?
Yeah, that was BioWare, yeah.
Oh, man. What a shame. What a shame.
I have a friend. I don't know if she watches the show, but S. She's like, man, I hope we get some news about Dragon Age. Anything. And I said, oh, what? There. You see that?
What is going on?
Look at you. You just got rocked like a hurricane.
Dude, that song is wildly inappropriate.
I know.
Yeah. Like, it is. Whoa.
That's 80s camera.
Burn it, rock you like a hurricane.
But my friend's like, I want to see I want to hear any news about Dragon Age. I'm like, oh, you see that? You see that monkey's paw? Oh, there goes a finger. It's curling. And I even warned her. I said, be careful with that monkey paw-like wish, because she said she wants any news. And after BioWare's like, Dragon Age 4 is canceled. Watch it happen.
Wait, were you referencing? Is that an old story?
Yes.
The monkey's paw.
Yeah.
What? Who wrote it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. I remember that story though. I had to read it, and I don't remember which grade I had to read it in, but I do. I remember reading that story.
It involves horrific child deaths, so probably not grade school.
Yeah. I mean, it very possibly might.
But...
Come on, throw it at me. Hit me with your big short, laddie.
So, we were talking about E3 a little bit last episode. Dude, there have been some cringy moments. There was that one Nintendo conference where they introduced Wii Music, and it was, like, the cringiest thing that's ever happened.
Dude, I think my favorite E3 moment I've ever seen was Sony and Sega, and it had something to do. No, not something. It was so Sega spent a super long time discussing the launch of the Dreamcast and how powerful it was and this and that, whatever. And,
oh man, that was.
Oh no, it was the Saturn. Sorry, it was the Saturn. It wasn't the It was not the Dreamcast. It was the Saturn, the console that literally wrecked the company. But
Yes.
they were discussing the Saturn and all of its everything it could do and yada yada yada. And then they talked about the price, and the Saturn launched at an insane price, like I think $399 or something like that, and that was back in the 90s.
Time, yeah.
That's insane. That's
Hey,
a
that
real...
reminds me of something.
What
There you go.
is with this hit detection? What
Oh,
hit
wow.
me? What hit me?
That rock.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's dumb. This is my first time experiencing this level, guys. Again, so I have no idea about anything in this. But no, Sega did all that, and flex their muscle and all that stuff. Why am I all the way back here? I'm not staying back
Because-
here. Do these guys have gems in them? No. Okay, I'm not staying back here. They did all that, and a lot of people were like insulted by the asking price for it. So Sony's CEO at the time comes out on the stage, and all he says is $299, which was the launch price of the PlayStation 1.
Sony has a history
That's
of
all
doing
he
that.
did. All he said. And it
Sony's
went over
got a
super
history
well.
of that. Sony's got a history of doing that. If you remember the E3 when the Xbox One and PS4 were coming out, the Xbox One, they're like, oh yeah, all your games are digital. Yeah, you can't let people borrow your games and such. And then Sony made that video, I guarantee the afternoon of that, and they said, here's how you borrow your here's how you trade for games with your friends. It's like two guys standing there. Here, thanks.
Oh yeah, it's that easy. I remember that.
Yeah, it's funny. Sony, but here's the crazy thing about Sony. They make fun of people for doing stupid stuff, but then they do stupid things. Because let's not
Yeah.
forget, they said that like $299. Ha 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 ha. And then what do they do with the PS3? Yeah, it's $700 and that's cheap. What are you, high?
I remember that too. The asking price of the
my
PlayStation 3
gosh.
was insane.
Yeah, that you talk about Microsoft. I remember watching a documentary. Microsoft execs are like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna win this generation." And then they had the red ring of death.
The Xbox 360, yeah. The immense failure of a launch that was the Xbox 360.
Oh, dude, every console,
Every console they've
one of them
ever
that
released.
generation failed. Well, no, that generation they all failed. Like Sony had the PS3, but there was nothing for it. Like, ooh, here's White Knight Chronicles. Oh, buddy,
Oh joy!
you probably don't even remember that game.
I remember the name and that's it. Fort Minor.
There was that game where Lair. That was it. That was the other launch title. They had Lair. Then, like, finally, like, I think a year later, they got Metal Gear Solid 4 and Uncharted.
Probably.
I mean,
Okay,
360 didn't have it much better. They had cameo elements of power. Ooh, buddy.
Yep, there was only one console that generation that had a successful launch.
The Wii.
The Wii had an insanely successful launch.
Yeah, and it's like, what was the most bought game for the Wii? Trick question. It was Wii Sports.
Yeah, it was Wii Sports.
The one that came with the game. It came with the thing.
Oh, hold on. Oh, he's an egg. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that they ask you a riddle at the beginning and you're supposed to solve it at the end.
But yeah, that. Ugh.
Hey, it's another slide. Play the music for... Hold on. Da, 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 da. Play the music for Mario 64. You know what I mean.
We know what you mean.
I'm dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep. This one's a lot harder. I do remember that.
Just like in Mario 64.
Yep, dead. Hey, you want to play a game that is fun? Don't play Mario 64.
He is adamant about this.
I am adamant about this. Mario 64 is not fun today. It's not.
Editor, put that in quotes on the screen. Griffin Thurple. I just doxed you. Griffin, beat that last name out.
I'm not wrong though. That's the thing.
That's like your opinion, man.
Mm.
I will not claim one way or the other. I will let the comments decide on that one. I will not.
I'll explain
like
myself in a non-salty way. The controls are awful by today's standards. The visuals are not good enough to make me want to play the game. And it's tough to play. That's all. It's very difficult to play. Why?
Wow. So
Okay, we did it.
everything lagged on my screen. I just heard the controls are awful, and then there was silence, and then it said it's very difficult to play.
My biggest, that pretty much sums it up. My biggest complaint against Mario 64 is the controls. The controls are awful.
Well, that's just the 64 in general.
Yeah. Okay, what is this? This might take me a while. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, it's 12 years. Okay.
Hey, you got it right.
Yeah, I forget that they keep asking you riddles.
I'm mashing through dialogue. We're gonna call it pulling an Aaron Hansen. Hey, I played Mario Party. I know how this works.
Welcome to the Mario Party.
I know. Aaron asked Red Letter Media if they wanted to collab, and they just ignored him.
Oh, no way.
They
Wow.
don't. Red Letter Media doesn't collab with YouTube people too much. Like, as a matter of fact, I don't think they ever do.
So I might die here because I think it leaves Sparks as... Yeah, it's dumb, but it leaves Sparks at the same health. And that's why. Because I'm already dead. And I think I have to win both rounds in a row. I don't think I get to... to start in the second round.
Maybe they change in the remaster. You don't know.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll find out here in a sec. I got one of the eggs, so if it does it that way, I'm not doing this. Oh, it did. Cool. They fixed it. Okay.
Yay!
Cool.
Derek wins. Derek is right.
Derek wins. Derek
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Arkham Knight, only not as cool.
Yeah,
this bat tank.
This tank is super slow. I don't like this.
It's like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
You gotta
yeah,
have that unagi.
but man, this is really slow. Oh, I see you. Don't think I don't.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Editor, go ahead and do that, please. I'm dead.
No, you're not.
I
You
know.
have a gold sparks.
I'm just gonna start making that a joke because I do that all the time in Siege.
I know you do. I finally got to the point where I just ignore you.
I'm dead. I'm dead. And I'm not.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm dead. Suddenly, one or two people die that isn't him.
Yeah. It's not like I'm
Like,
good at the
oh.
game or anything.
Then there was me. Yeah, it's really funny. Yesterday when we played it, which for you guys is quite a different ways away, probably like a week ago. I got an Ace's Jaeger, and Griffin pulled that again. Except this time I ran out, killed two people, killed someone else. Then I killed Hibana, and then I killed Thermite, and I'm like, yeah. By the way, I watched that. I did save it.
So we can get it.
Well, you were right. It was Thatcher.
I thought it was.
The one I killed outside the window. I thought it was Twitch, but it was Thatcher. Oh, look, reptiles.
You just have to... This is really easy.
I can tell.
Yeah. A lot of people were apparently complaining about this. I don't understand why.
Well,
Because it's not... I don't remember this being particularly difficult in the original one. Because all you have to do is literally just spam his laser. Because it bounces off the walls. And you have to kill all these enemies. I don't understand it.
I think And you can even lower the camera where it's behind your back.
Yeah, you couldn't do that in the original, so it's even easier in this.
Well, who was complaining about it? Let's ask that question.
Apparently a decent amount of people, because Canadian Guy A addressed it in a video.
I don't even know who Canadian Guy is.
He's a guy who just covers video game news pretty well.
I'm assuming he's Canadian.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is. But he
Don't believe
no,
his lies.
if he covers it in a video, that tends to mean that it's pretty substantial number of people because he covers a lot of Spyro stuff.
The only thing I heard about was the motion blur.
Whoa, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're getting jumped. Yeah, take out the exterior people first, man. You ain't ever played a third-person shooter in your life? You take out the problem elements first.
Okay, there we go. I'm going quite often in this episode, guys. Sorry about that, but
Yes,
what can I have the rock? Pick up the dang rock.
No, you can't have the rock. The
Why
rock
not?
can have you. Oh yeah. I
That apparently
forgot.
didn't
There
hit
might
him. What? Pick up the freaking
There's
stone.
There's a rumor going around that we're getting a revival of an old game series at E3, which is Fable. The Molyneux cycle begins again.
Not Fable.
The Molyneux cycle, tis begins again.
Not Fable.
Do you know what the Molyneux cycle is?
Well, yeah, he promises amazing games and they don't deliver, ever.
Yeah, that's exactly the Molyneux cycle.
And people actually buy into it.
That last game sucked. This game's going to be great. And then next game, that last game sucked. This game's going to be great.
This
Every
game's
game.
be great.
All right, everybody. Well, that was a fun adventure on our final episode of Spyro.
Oh, wait.
We're not 12 eggs away from being done.
Yeah, there's 2 more levels? Maybe there's 1 more level in Midnight Mountain. There might only be 1 more. So I will have to backtrack to 2 more levels, probably.
So, like, comment, subscribe. You get more Spyro than you initially bargained for.
Yay!
You're all great. We love you. Good. In the episode, editor. Don't let Griffin talk.